little,
Hmm.
that's the excessive part of it.
Okay, 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 okay. Right, I can get that. I can get that. Yeah, I can get that. Okay. So now we up on we up on YouTube now. So yeah. So now, and like I say, friends, we're live on TikTok, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and I don't have a number up on TikTok yet or YouTube. But if you want to call in and speak about crazy obsessions, you have any stories about crazy obsession that went on in your life, the number is 870-397-1219. This is a call-in show, so call in and we can talk about it. So now, Nicole just mentioned an obsession, a cleanliness, OCD, a person that likes to clean a lot. You know, I would say, yeah, that's an obsession, but to me, that's just someone who just like to be clean. You know,
Mhm.
that's how I look at it. You know, but uh, it can be. So now, being that this is the dating shame, let's talk about crazy obsessions when it comes to dating, romance. Let's talk about that. And like I say, now this is a call-in show, 397-1219. I know I got the number wrong on Facebook, but it's 397-1219. Area code 870. So now let's talk about obsessions when it comes to dating or romance.
Mhm. So, what do you think is a dating obsession?
Well, I think a person that is overly, I would say, overly possessive, overly um, infatuated with one person, that can lead to a crazy obsession, in my
So, what do
opinion.
you mean by overly possessive?
Well, um, they don't want you, they don't like it when you on the phone a lot. They don't want you hanging with your friends, the people that you knew before them, before they came into your life. Um, it gets so bad in certain situations, they don't even want you being around certain family members.
Hmm.
That could be crazy obsessions or lead to crazy obsessions. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah. Um, that could be.
Hmm.
You like I said, obsession is when you're overly you're intrusive thoughts.
Okay.
You're just pretty much overdoing it.
Hmm.
So yeah, being possessive is that's definitely one, and you don't want someone to be around your family or friends
Hmm.
that is an obsession. You're obsessed with that person.
Right.
You want all the attention on yourself. You want to be with that person.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, can you think of an example of, say, like for instance, like before an example comes in, you just meeting a person, y'all starting to date, y'all in the get to know each other stages. What would you say could be a crazy obsession in that setting?
So I don't think it'll show too much at the beginning.
Hmm.
'Cause if it did, I doubt it would go a long way.
Hmm.
But at the beginning, I would say it probably start off a red flag would
Okay.
be constantly texting or calling. You can't go all day without hearing from that person two
Hmm.
or three times a day.
Hmm.
Um, you're neglecting your lifestyle because you're too busy thinking about that other person.
Right. Hmm.
That at the beginning, it'll probably start out like that. I'm thinking.
Hmm. Okay.
It could.
Yeah. 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 It could. You know. and I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep saying this, friends, because like I say, I don't have the phone number. If you want to call in, you got a crazy obsession story you want to share on the show, please call. The phone number is 870-397-1219. It's 870-397-1219. So yeah, you meet a person, y'all in the getting to know each other stage, y'all in the dating stage. Let's say for instance, this person calling a lot. They wanna talk 10, 15 times a day. Would you say that's an obsession?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. That's definitely an obsession. I mean, if you're trying to spend a whole day talking to that person, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
little bit excessive.
Yeah. Okay. So when you got this person and they just, they call you every 10, 15 minutes. What you doing? What you doing? You know, that could be not only a crazy obsession, that can be annoying.
Very.
That could it even can borderline creepy, in my opinion. you know,
Yeah.
yeah. And again, friends, like I always say, I have to say that we're gonna get this together real soon. Nicole is on the phone. She's not with me. She's tucked away deep in Texas. She's not on the phone, so I can't bring her on camera. She's not on the phone. I mean, or she's not here with me. She's on the phone. And this is how we do this every week until, you know, technology is going to bring us together. I'm working on that right now. It's going to be on TikTok. She's going to be with me on TikTok. Not here with me, but you would be able to see her. I'm live on TikTok now, and like I say, if you want to join the show, you got a crazy obsession story you want to share, please call 870-397-1219. I got the phone number wrong on Facebook, but it's 870-397-1219. So yeah, you got a person you just meeting this person, and they're calling you 10, 15 times a day, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes. What you doing? What you doing? Well, I'm doing the same thing I was doing 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
When you call, I'm working or I'm doing whatever, nothing has changed, so that could be a crazy obsession, especially in the beginning of the dating process. Would you agree?
You'll probably run somebody off with that one.
Okay. So now another crazy obsession to me, in my opinion, would be a person that, let's say for instance, y'all met and y'all agree to go out on a date. Okay. While you dating, y'all on a date, dinner or whatever, you talking to the person and you decide, nah, if you say in your mind, nah, I don't think I want to deal with this. This may not be the person for me. Mm-hmm. But now this person want to know where you live. Not only your phone number, obviously you got the phone number, y'all got the date set up. But now he want to know where you live. He's not gonna let you alone. He gonna constantly call you. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna leave you alone now. Would that be a crazy obsession?
It could. It pretty much overstepping their boundaries. So right. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you say it will be overstep, but now you didn't tell this person that you don't think it's gonna work. You didn't tell them that.
Okay, so they don't know that you don't think it's gonna work.
They don't know.
Okay.
They don't know. But now you giving signals. You didn't just straight out tell them, but you giving signals. Mm-hmm. And signals like you're not answering the text. You're not answering their phone call, but
So
they done
then
got slick
go
on
to the
you. Yeah, they done got slick on you. They use another phone to call you. So yeah, so that would be a crazy obsession.
That's kind of hard to tell on that because if you ghost a person, they don't know that you're not interested or you change your mind about dating them.
Mm.
They could be calling to see what's going on. Maybe call to see if you're okay.
Okay. Well, now
You never know these days. Not
that's true.
everybody can read
That's true. That's true.
these signals.
That's
So
true.
if you're not straight up with a person, you can probably get anything.
That's true.
Especially if y'all was talking on a regular basis,
Mm-hmm.
and then you all of a sudden stop.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, if they like you enough, they may say, "Well, let me see if this person is okay," or if something could have happened to them. You don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's true.
I wouldn't say right off that
that wouldn't be a crazy. It's an obsession, but you wouldn't call it a crazy obsession, huh?
No, I wouldn't call it crazy.
I wouldn't classify as crazy obsession.
They lift you up some type of way and found out where you live and showed up at your house, then that would be crazy.
Okay. Well, to me, that's kind of stalking, you know.
Yeah, it is. That goes with being affected. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be kind of stalking to me. So now, do you have any examples of crazy obsessions, Nicole?
I do.
Okay.
Say that you've been dating, you've been in a relationship with a person, and you break up. The person, you might not think that they take it hard or whatever. You move on, they move on, and you see this person out with a new person.
Right.
And that person that they're with happened to look like you, look like you, act like you, talk like you. You see yourself in that person. So, I mean, they still trying to date you, but they're dating someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That could be a bit obsessive.
Yeah. Okay. So what about that person who's always accusing you of something?
Yeah, jealousy, that can be extreme. They can accuse you of, I guess, seeing someone else or not being where you say you are. There's monitoring you. They monitor your phone calls, or some people probably even, well, I've heard people even put up cameras. So yeah, I think that's a form of jealousy as well.
Okay.
That
would be a form of jealousy as well, huh?
Yes.
Okay. And so, my co-host name is Nicole. Somebody just sent me a comment. What's my co-host name? I think that's what they said, but it's Nicole. And like I say, Nicole is not here with me. I can't bring her on camera. She's in Texas, deep in the heart. And so she's not here. So she's on the phone. That's how we do the show as of now, but in time, the people will get a chance to see Miss Nicole, and so the mystery will be solved. Because every week they always ask me that, put on camera. She's not here with me. She's on the phone. So yes, but if anybody want to call in, and you can hear Nicole's voice for yourself on the phone, 870-397-1219. 870-397-1219. For all my TikTok viewers, for my YouTube viewers, I don't have the number up there, but I do have it on Facebook. So if you want to call, 870-397-1219. And we are talking about crazy obsessions today. This is the dating shame, all these things, all this in episode 68. the 68th episode of The Dating Shame. If you want to go back and look at previous 67 episodes, go on YouTube, pull it up, The Dating Shame. You got it right there. You can call in, talk about any of the shows. I can remember a lot of them. Some of them you might have to jog my memory, but call in, join in on the show. You got your opinions. You got your anything you want us to talk about concerning dating that we haven't covered in the previous 67 shows. Feel free to call in. Let's talk about it. Give me your opinion. Give me your views on it. But today we are talking about crazy obsessions. We know that these days, especially, we got a lot of crazies out there, a lot of fools, a lot of nuts, especially when it comes to dating.
It's kind of scary.
Huh?
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. Even for me as a man, I've ran into some crazy obsessions.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I was dating this girl at one time years ago, and every time we went out, we would go out dancing or whatever to the club or whatever, and we would, have a few drinks, like you do when you go out and have a good time, and everything would be fine before then. But soon as the drinks start kicking in, everyone in the club want me. Why is she looking at you? And how some of the women that get up and dance by themselves, song come on, they out there dancing by themselves and all that. But no, these women got to be dancing for me. For some reason. And that to me, it was crazy because I didn't know the women, I didn't know the ladies. I'm sitting there watching them dance because nobody else out there dance, so you're just watching the dance floor. But in her mind, I'm looking at them like I want them. They're dancing for me. All the people in the club, they got to be dancing for me, And this went on, every time we went out to, I just got to the point where I just said, well, look, I don't want to even go out with you no more because, this happens all the time. So to me, that was a crazy obsession.
Okay, now wait. Was it a crazy obsession or was it the drink? Or how are you looking at the women dancing?
I mean, just watching them dance, I mean, if you in a club, what else you watching? What else you looking at? I mean, you sit at the table, you having a drink, and I mean, the conversation between me and her, just conversation, but you see somebody getting up dancing, especially if they dancing by themselves, that's going to grab your attention. Not in a way that you want them or anything like that. You're just watching them dance. That's it.
Okay.
But in her mind, like I say, these women are dancing for me. You see? So, I mean, it's not like I'm looking at them, with my tongue hanging out, wagging like a dog and nothing like that, I wasn't doing none of that. I'm just watching them dance. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, you watching them dance. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. And you just observing people, period. Anytime you go anywhere where there's a lot of people and especially in a nightclub environment or something like that, you want to be observant because, you want to look at and see what's going on around you in case something break out, And so you being observant. It's not like I'm with someone. It would be totally disrespectful for me to just sit up and gaze at somebody in a way like I want them.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. I'm not that, far gone, not at all.
Okay.
But yeah, that to me, that was a crazy obsession because she was obsessed to me in my mind, in my opinion, she was obsessed with the fact that these women were dancing by themselves and I was watching them and looking at them dance. And in her mind, they're dancing for me, and I'm looking at them, or they looking at me like they, she's dancing because she want me. That's what's in her mind. That wasn't the case at all, and it led to one thing to another. But to me, that was a crazy obsession on her part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about people who can't let go? You've been in a relationship. The relationship has run its course, and one of you can't let go.
Yeah, that could lead to a wild obsession. You've ended the relationship, and they don't want to let it go.
Right.
And so that, to me, that can go to something that's can lead to something tragic.
It can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it can, and it has before. I've heard stories that pretty much, if I can't have you, no one can.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely gotta be careful with that. It is hard to let go when you're in a relationship. You've been in a relationship, you care about a person, and for whatever reason it don't work. It is hard to let go, but some people have to understand that it's better to let go of a person who don't want to be in a relationship with you than to stay there and be in a, what word am I looking for? A toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Toxic relationship. So I mean, let it go hurts because you have that expectation of what you want that relationship to be or how you want it to turn out. And you don't want it to end because you planned it. This is how I wanted the perfect relationship for you, but not necessarily that person.
Right.
Sometimes you have to respect that person's decision.
Right.
That it's not working out. And of course, I mean, a breakup can be just like you a loss, a death. But you can get through it. You don't have to go to that obsession to where if I can't have you, nobody else can. You don't have to go to that extreme.
Right.
You don't.
Right. I would think so. But of course, some people, and sadly to say, some people think that way. Once you're with them, that's it.
Yeah.
You're not going nowhere. It's me and you. I mean, I've seen some people, I'm going to use a man for an example. He can go out there and mess around all day long. But as soon as his wife did it, he couldn't take it.
Yeah.
And sadly to say, that ended up tragic. You see, because he couldn't take it. But while he was doing it, everything was fine.
Right.
So yeah, that is a crazy, crazy obsession.
Right. I actually had a friend. I worked with a friend. Her mother was killed because her dad was seeing someone else. And her dad was sitting in the car, and when he was seeing came up and shot her mother. So, I mean, it can end up tragic for other people that you love as well.
Right.
So, that's kind of a hard thing to deal with, especially with someone who has an obsession.
Yeah.
Or they may have a fear of losing people.
Yeah.
Fear of rejection.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. And again, friends, I see a lot of comments on TikTok. A lot of people want to join the show, as a guest and all that. In the coming weeks, I'm gonna have it together where that could happen. You can join in as a guest. and all that. Put your comment in and all that. It's coming in a couple of weeks. It's just my third show on TikTok live, and like I say, right, we'll call in show. So I don't have a number up. The number is 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. If you want to join the show, you want to call in, you want to talk about it. You got any crazy obsessions, stories that you want to share, call in. Like I say, as we go on with the live on TikTok, we're going to have that feature in there where people who want to join in as a guest, you can do that. But right now, we calling in 870-397-1219. I got the number up on Facebook. I got it wrong, but it's 397-1219, and I'm also live on. We're also live on YouTube. And if you want to catch the show afterwards, go on YouTube, pull up the Date and Shame, and there you have it. And yeah, so and we're here every Sunday at 6:30. And so all the ones on TikTok who want to join in, just keep watching. You'll have your chance. Believe me. As we move on, we're gonna get all that together.
But in the meantime, go ahead and give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call. 870-397-1219. Give me that crazy obsession that you have. You know, I know everybody got a story. You know, everybody got a story. You know, it happened to all of us. You know, everybody had this person that stalked, you know, did crazy things, you know, all of that. But yeah, when you get to the point where it's a situation where it ends up tragically, that's a shame. That's the real, you know, bad part about it.
Yeah.
You know, you get with this person, you never know that they are that type of person until they are pushed. I wouldn't, you know, even I could say pushed. I could never think that a person would get to the point where they want to take another person's life because someone don't want to be with them.
Yeah, you never know a person. You never fully know a person. I was married for 4 years, and the marriage it wasn't working out. Okay. I was pretty much over it, and so my ex-husband at the time, he never raised a hand at me, never even looked at me funny, like he wanted to harm me. Right. But at the end of that marriage, he became obsessed. It was, I would go to my mom's house after work. He'll pop up when he's never done it before. He will, if I were to go to the store or something, or go to a friend's house, he would try to follow me as far as he could to see where I was going. He would listen to my phone calls. And it got really scary at the end. He actually threatened to harm himself.
Wow. He threatened to harm himself?
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was me. He had the weapon in his hand.
Wow.
But he was threatening to harm himself. He wouldn't let me sleep in the guest room. He would lock me in the room. So it never got physical, but it came close, very, very close. Wow. So that it can be really scary because, like I said, the whole 4 years we were married, he never ever acted like he was going to harm me. But when a person is hurt, you don't know what they're going to do.
You're right. You're right.
If a person don't want a relationship to end. You don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. So you can't say, I've heard people say, well, they should have just left. It's not that easy. It's not that. I saw for myself that it wasn't easy, and I wasn't being abused. And there are people who's being abused.
Right.
And you would think that, you know, just go, just leave. But it's not as easy as we think it is.
Well, in my opinion, and like I say, family, this is an opinionated show. In my opinion, to me, that is a mental thing. If you're with someone and you find it hard to let that person go, once if that person don't want you no more, and you find it hard to accept that, to leave that person alone, to go on your separate way. To me, that's a mental thing, because the sun's still gonna rise, birds still gonna sing, dogs still gonna bark, grass still gonna turn green. Nothing is gonna change because you can't accept that person don't want you. The world's still gonna spin. Life still gonna go on. To me, that's a person with a more mental problem than anything else. It's not like,
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna fall apart. You was together when you met that person. So now the person, they don't want you no more. You just gonna fall apart. Your arm gonna come loose. Your leg gonna fall off. Your eye gonna pop out. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Just go on with your life. It's gonna sting. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But time got a way of healing everything. That's just me talking. Time got a way of healing everything. Life gonna go on. You don't know what's around the corner.
There can be something better.
That's right.
Around the corner. And you're trying to hold on to this right here.
That's right. And to me, I could never understand, for the life of me, and I've been on this earth a lot of years. Mm-hmm. I could never understand why a person would want somebody that don't want them. Mm-hmm. Like I say, it might be hard, if you've putting in time and effort with this person and finances, expenses, or whatever. It's hard, but if that person don't want you and you still want to be there, you are just wasting valuable time.
Right.
You can be putting yourself out there for somebody that do want you. It might take you a little while to find them, but as long as you looking for it or desire it, it'll find you. That's just me talking. That's what I believe. That's how I look at things.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. It is a mental disorder. We're talking about obsession. That's you're fixated on the person,
right?
Or whatever. You have a fixation,
right?
So it is a mental disorder because that's just like I compared breaking up to any type of loss. Some people can take a loss. Okay, well, I lost that, I can get it back, or I can do something better. But some people, they will just be obsessed with that loss.
Right.
They wouldn't be able to handle that loss. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's how it is. Some people can handle a breakup and some people can't. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's been or maybe you're a person that they never had before.
Right.
And they're loving it.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for them to lose that.
Okay. So now, since you mentioned that, let me ask you this. Uh-huh. You get into a relationship. Now, a person gonna be who they are. A person gonna be who they are. Uh-huh. Would you say, in your opinion, Nicole, would you say you can do certain things to a person that can cause them to have a crazy obsession over you?
That's kind of a hard question to answer. I would say yes and no.
Okay, why you say yes and no?
I would say yes. Like I said, sexual thing.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. This a grown show. I make sure that this is not a G-rated show. So
okay,
we can talk about sex. Let's talk about the sexual thing. You can do certain sexual things to a person that they probably haven't experienced before.
Right.
And you do these things to this person. That can cause an obsession.
I think it can. You do have sexual obsessions. So yeah. That you might be experiencing one area, and this person may not have experienced what you're experienced in. So if you that good at it, it could be an obsession for that person because they never felt that before.
Okay. And that's interesting.
Some people may, you're good at that. Like I said, people take things differently. It depends on the type of person you are.
Right.
So you could do something to another person that they may not experience, but hey, if that person can do it, somebody else can do it.
Right. Exactly.
So it depends on how you look at it.
Okay.
Or I could teach a person how to do what you did. So it depends on how you look at it, and just like you already said, it's a mental thing.
Right.
It's a mental thing. But yeah, that's why I say yes and no. So yeah, they could be obsessed with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Now I'm gonna talk about the flip side of that. But again, I have to put this out here, for all the TikTok viewers. We are talking about crazy obsessions. If you want to join in, give me a call. Call in on the show, The Dating Shame. The number is 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. We're talking about crazy obsessions. And like I said, I got that number wrong on Facebook. I got 870-870-1219. It's 870-397-1219. So yes, and we are talking about crazy obsessions on today's show. So now, Nicole just mentioned that, certain sexual things you can do to a person that will cause them to have a crazy obsession over you. So now let's talk about that flip side of that. You've done these crazy things, freaky things, whatever you want to call them, with this person. And now the relationship is over. Now this person got this obsession. Now, in your opinion, you think that they're having that obsession over you behind the freaky things that you did to them, or it's just you?
I think it could be both.
You think it could be both?
If you're just obsessed with this person, you're attracted to this person, you like the way they touch you, and then they do that freaky thing, then yeah, that all ties into it. So yeah, you probably got that person thinking thoughts all day long.
Okay. I can agree with that. Do you think finances can cause a crazy obsession?
Definitely. Yes.
How so?
Yeah, say you with a person who's made pretty good money, that's well off, and you've never had that before. You probably be okay, or maybe not make as much money as this person, but this person is pretty much taking care of everything. Okay. You don't have to want for nothing. And if that relationship ends, then sometimes that's what people see. Well, who's going to do this for me? Or if I need this, how can I get this without this person? So yeah, that's kind of like fear of loss. So yeah, they're losing that finance part. And some people don't want to let go because they don't know what they're going to do without that extra finance in their life.
So when that be more the line of I'm with you for what you can do for me?
Most likely, yeah, it could be.
That would be
Either
more
that
on that
or,
line, wouldn't it?
I'm sorry.
I said that'll be more on the line of I'm with you what you can do for me.
Not entirely.
Mm.
Not entirely. You can be used to the lifestyle that
Okay.
person was
But
giving you.
still, that'll be I'm here for what you can do for me.
Well,
You don't
if
think
that's
so?
how you want to look at it, but some that other person may think, how am I gonna do this without them? So it could be if that's how you look at it, but some people are in survival mode.
Okay, gotcha. So when that pocket gone, it's kind of hard, huh?
Yes, it could be. Yes, but I always say the best revenge is doing better.
It's doing better.
Doing better without them.
But if this person in this you got you set up in this certain lifestyle, it ain't too many out there that's gonna put you in that same lifestyle, because if they out there 9 times out of 10, they already taken.
Exactly, and that's what the person probably be thinking, and that's why they don't want to let them go.
Okay, so that's when they, oh, Papa, please don't leave me. No, Daddy, don't go. That's what they come in there.
Probably, yeah. I mean, when I say do better, not necessarily find somebody better, but do better yourself. Work on yourself.
Okay, all right. You may not find that bag like that no more, but you can do better yourself then.
Level up. So if a person decides they don't want to be in a relationship with you, you already got your own.
There you go.
Level up.
There you go. Always have your own on the side, huh? Don't let them know what you're doing. I'm just playing. I'm just throwing some stuff out there, Nicole.
Yeah, you get extra.
Yeah, but we're talking about crazy obsessions. Crazy obsessions. Like I say, call in. Anybody got a story about a crazy obsession? Call in. Yeah, share it with us. We all got a story. Everybody got a story. 870-397-1219. Call in to the Dating Shame. Tell us that crazy obsession you got, that you experienced. I know ain't many of us out there gonna confess we obsessed with a lot of things. You obsessed with something, Nicole? Tell me something what you obsessed with. Huh?
What I'm obsessed with?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with looking cute.
Looking cute. Okay.
Yeah. I like to look cute.
Okay. That's so you obsessed with that.
I'm obsessed with self-improvement. That's what I'm obsessed with.
Okay. You a mirror freak?
I'm not, but I do take a bunch of selfies.
Okay. Well, same
Matter of
thing.
fact, because people are asking to see me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you a picture so you can put it right next to your Dating Shame poster.
All right. I can do that, because everybody, a lot of people say bring on camera. I have to remind everybody, Nicole is on the phone. She's not here. She's tucked away deep in the heart of Texas. She's not here with me. If she was, believe me, she would be on camera. We will be right with each other here at the table talking, with the camera on both of us. So she's not here with me. She's on the phone. This is how we do the Dating Shame. We do it by phone. And in future shows, TikTok, we're going to have her on there. It's going to be, like a FaceTime thing. She would be on screen. So if anybody want to catch her, join TikTok, the Dating Shame Show on TikTok. Also on YouTube and Facebook. Hit that like button. You like the show, you want to see more of the show, hit that like button. Join, be a follower of the Dating Shame. We're gonna make this thing blow up. Hey, you be a part of something big,
Right.
Yeah. So we always have a good topic every Sunday. We always have a good topic at 6:30 about the dating scene. How different it is today than it was yesterday, years past. The different trends, the different things, how men and women are totally different than it was 20, 30 years ago. If a lot of you was living then, how It's just I see a lot of people today. I hear a lot of people today saying that dating sucks now. Dating is very, very difficult now. Why is it so hard? It don't supposed to be this hard. I hear this with a lot of people, and it doesn't supposed to be this hard. It's the old boy meet girl, boy chase girl, boy get girl, girl invite the boy. It's the same thing. It hasn't changed. People change. The way we think change.
Okay. That's right.
Social media. I will always say this. Social media has played a big role in the shaping of dating.
Definitely.
Yeah. People, it's convenient. It's made dating a more convenient because it's a convenient way of meeting people. You can talk to a person, FaceTime a person, talk to a person on social media, see them, all of that, compared to 35 years ago when all this didn't exist. You met a person through blind date, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your friend, or something like that, meeting them at the store, just out somewhere. But now it's a totally different thing. And the attitudes of people have changed dramatically. It's very hard to just walk up to a person these days and strike up a conversation without attitude, and people got in their phones all the time, and you can't look up, it's just a totally different thing the way I see it.
Attitude. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's people out there that will hold a conversation. I don't see too much attitude.
You don't see too much attitude.
Like there's people that can hold a conversation.
But that's coming from a woman. You see, you walk up to a man and start talking to him, you already said you like a little cute. So if you like a little cute, that means that you are cute. So now you walk up to a man, of course he's gonna talk to you. To me, that's not hard for a woman.
It shouldn't be hard for a man.
It should be. It should be, like you say.
Huh? I think it's the type of person you probably approach that you probably approach, but I've met some friendly people. The men told me not necessarily I think they're attractive or I would even give them a chance, but I will still talk to them.
Okay.
So I think it's maybe the type of person or the person.
So what? So you have to say to yourself, you see, talking as a man, I see an attractive woman. So I have to say to myself, that's a whole nother type. I better not try to talk to her. I wouldn't know what type of attitude she got until she started talking to me.
Yeah. So why would it be scary? I didn't
say scary. I said difficult.
Okay, well, difficult. Sorry, yeah. I said correctly. Why would I don't understand how it can be difficult?
Well, you walk up to a woman, you try to strike up a conversation, and normally the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, "I'm not interested. I got a man. I'm busy." Something like that.
Okay, I think we touched on this before.
We did.
I remember saying, depending on how you approach them as well. If you approach them with everyday conversation, I don't see what the problem is.
Like
if it's just everyday conversation, if you approach them, hey baby, you look good. What's your name? Then that's probably when the attitude is gonna come in.
Even with that approach, why would it be an attitude?
You see an attractive woman. She's gonna get that.
I can understand the baby thing, but hey, ma'am, can I compliment you today? You're sure looking mighty nice today. Is that a bad approach?
No, it's not.
Then
So a woman would actually say, "Oh, I got a man," just because you told them they looked attractive.
Yeah.
They would. Okay.
Yeah. Because they want to cut that right then and there. Especially if she looking at you and she looking you up and down. He ain't my type. Boom. That's off right there. that's done right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's true. But that's another show. That's how we're gonna do that. That's another show.
That's definitely another show.
Yeah, that's for another show. But we talked about crazy obsessions today. We had some good examples of some crazy obsessions. And like I said,
wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead, Nicole. Go ahead.
You tell us what you're obsessed with.
When you got me, huh? Well, I'll tell you like this, Nicole. I'm obsessed with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the top 3 things, I'm going to give you 3 things I'm obsessed with. Okay. Starting with 3 up to 1. Number 3, I'm obsessed with success.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with success. You know, I thrive to be successful in this life I have. Okay, that's number 3. Number 2, I'm obsessed with my children. Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed with my children. I love them to death. I'm obsessed with them. Number 1, I'm obsessed with the Dating Shame podcast. Yeah, I'm obsessed with the Dating Shame podcast. This is what I do. I love to talk. I love to talk about the dating scene, the dating world. What can we do to make this thing better? It doesn't have to be, shouldn't have to be so hard. So yeah, I'm obsessed with that. Those are my obsessions. Okay. Now,
okay.
All right. See, I tricked you, didn't you? Thought I was going to say something else. But yeah, but that's what we talked about today. We talked about crazy obsessions. We talked about a few things, you know, but we stick to the dating thing, you know, obsessions when it comes to in a relationship, dating a person and things like that. We got many obsessions, but we cornered it down to that. This being the dating shame. So that's the way we did it. But yeah, that was a good show. Nicole, next week we'll be back with another good topic. Hey, all my viewers on TikTok, I see you. I see what you're saying. We're going to, in future shows, we're going to advance this where you can be a part of it. You can join in on the show, be a guest. You can do all that. We're getting there. Facebook, all my Facebook family, keep watching. Hit that like the show. Join in on the show. Please call in. It's a call-in show. The number is 870-397-1219. 870-397-1219. You don't have to give your name if you don't want to be identified. Just tell us what you got on your mind. Share it with us, you know, whatever the topic is, talk about it. Okay, that's how we do it. Live on YouTube. You want to look at any of the previous 67 shows? We're in episode 68. You want to look at any of the previous episodes? Call in. I mean, watch it. You know, you agree, disagree with any of the topics? Call in, talk about it. That's how we do it. So, Nicole, we came to the end of another good show.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, as always, giving that woman's perspective on the show. I don't want to be the man on the show talking, giving my opinion. People would say, oh, it's just you talking, you know, but I got Nicole with me. She give that woman perspective, you know, on the show. So, yeah, that's right. So, hey, we're going to knock it off right there. I know everybody want to get to the Cowboys and Packers game. I'm finna do it. So I'm going to end the show with that. Nicole, you have a good week. We'll talk to you next week. You be safe.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Nicole just had a birthday, y'all. Happy birthday.
September 25th, Libra's in the house.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. So that's how we do it. Everybody be safe out there, Nicole. We'll chat with you next week.
All right. You take care.
All right. All right, family. That's how we do it on the dating shame. Like I say, anybody want to join in on the show? Any other show that we talk about? Please do give me a call 870-397-1219, and we can talk about any of the things concerning dating, concerning all that. So please call in, and that's the end of the show. It was a good show. We'll be back next week, like I said, with another good show, another good topic. Everybody be safe out there. We'll catch you next week. That's the dating shame. Why is it so hard?